What's going on, guys? It's Stock Picks by Tim, and in today's video I want to go over Voyager Digital. We did just get a recent email, you should have got it as well, regarding the voting process, and we do have until November 29 for our ballots to be accepted. And in this video today I'm going to walk through it with you, and I will try to give you guys a CleanSpark update later today. I've got work a little earlier than normal, so we'll see if I'm able to get it out. But let's check out this recent Voyager news. Now, this email did come to me on November 1. I'm not sure if this is the date it came through for everybody, but just judging by VGX's price on the chart, it did receive a little pump on November 1. This could have been why. But it's titled Voyager Digital Solicitation Materials Regarding Voting on the Second Amended Joint Plan of Reorganization. And before you get into it, you can review all the legal notices, all that mumbo jumbo. You're going to click on this portal, then you're going to use your password, and you do have to submit your vote by 4 o'clock Eastern Time, November 29. And you're going to get to a screen like this once you put in your special password number thing. You go down here to continue. It should tell you what you have for your cryptos. Make sure everything's correct. Here's what I had on Voyager's platform, just so you guys see. I definitely took a big L on Voyager token. It was my biggest position on Voyager Digital. It's not my biggest position overall when you look at all of my exchanges. Definitely got to be Bitcoin. And then next up is Ethereum, probably just like just about everybody else. But definitely sucks because this is where most of my DOT was on. You're going to confirm that everything's correct. Click continue. This here is a disclaimer about the recovery. And as much as I want to hold the CEO, the board members, everything else accountable, I've got to vote for the plan. I think it's time that we receive our money. And, you know, one thing to think about is, will any kind of immunity really hold up in court if they did find any really incriminating evidence for the CEO or board members or anything else? I think they could easily just throw this out, this kind of a predetermined immunity. Because think about this. You're putting people in between their money saying that, hey, you can only have your money if you give us immunity. I think that seems very shady, and I think a court would probably throw something like that out. I'm not a judge, I'm not a lawyer, I don't know much about legal stuff like that, but let me know down below, guys, what you think. Do you think a court would hold this up even if they found some very bad evidence, so, you know, some incriminating stuff for Stephen Ehrlich and the team? Because I'm really curious, you know, just because you want to have immunity, I'm not sure how much a judge would actually respect that. Especially being how that immunity was derived from potentially preventing people from getting their money. I think that's extremely dirty, and as much as I want to vote no, I don't want to hold people up to get their money. I personally wish this was all behind us already, but let me know if you think I'm wrong for voting yes. I personally think voting no would be a futile effort, and even if voting no, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do any time, they're going to get in any real trouble. And that also doesn't mean we're going to get the money highlighted in this plan if we vote no. It could be a lot less in the future, depending on legal fees, all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely a bad situation, and I think no matter which one you go with, you're still going to have a little bit of regret. It's not going to sit right with you, you know? As much as I want justice to be served if there is a crime there, I'm not saying there is or isn't, but as much as I want justice served if it deserves it, I also want everybody to receive their money. So here we go. I am not opting into third-party releases. I don't know what this is actually. Wait. And it's up to you if you want to check this box or not. It says here your recovery under the plan remains unaffected, whether or not you opt into third-party release. And I read a bit of this off camera, and it's still kind of confusing me, honestly. And as a holder of a Class 3 claim, you're a releasing party. Under the plan, if you opt into the releases contained in the plan, you may check the box below to elect to grant the release contained in article. This is the article here. Of the plan, you will be considered a releasing party under the plan only if the court determines that you have the right to opt into the releases, and you check the box below, submit the opt-in notice by the opt-in deadline. Your recovery under the plan remains unaffected whether or not you elect to opt in. So you're going to get what you get regardless, is what this is saying. So third-party releases, release claims against professionals, other fiduciaries of the bankruptcy estate. Releases can cover a wide variety of claims and a wide range of parties, including the debtors' officers and directors, lenders, unsecured creditors committee and its members, other contributing parties. As the typical recipients demonstrate, the purpose of third-party releases is often to incentivize these parties to, among other things, extend credit to the debtor or support the Chapter 11 plan, all in exchange for protection from liability for an array of pre-confirmation actions. So I believe the right decision here is to not opt into this third-party release. It's just funny how they make it so goddamn confusing. I mean, can we get this in English, please? And then next up, another box to check. This is just great. Aggregating and contributing your claims to the wind-down entity may enable the pursuit and settlement of such litigation claims in a more efficient and effective manner. Accordingly, each holder of a claim in Class 3 may agree to contribute its contributed third-party claims to the wind-down entity. By electing such option in this ballot, you agree that subject to the occurrence of the effective date and the formation of the wind-down entity, you will be deemed without further action to have irrevocably contributed your contributed third-party claims to the wind-down entity and have agreed to execute any documents reasonably requested to memorialize and effectuate such contribution. The committee strongly encourages you to elect to contribute your contributed third-party claims to the wind-down entity, which will allow the wind-down entity to potentially seek greater recoveries for the benefit of holders and interests. So I will check this one, but honestly, I don't know if that's the right decision. And then you're going to put your own information, save and submit. That should be it. My ballot reference number is redacted. Next, I did want to pull up VGX on the chart. My daughter's already yelling out there, but I wanted to pull up VGX. We did have a huge pop on November 1 when this was released. Funny enough, all the way up to 40-something cents. But it did play this trend line. You'll see that I pointed this out to you guys. It was kind of following this trend line. Once it broke it, it had an accelerated move down. Found resistance on it twice, failed, and then just started pulling back. Once we broke out of it, it had a nice run up. Now, what do you want to watch now that this pattern's pretty much ended? I would personally watch this uptrend. I don't think it really means much. I mean, for those of you that can move your VGX around, I can't do anything. My VGX is stuck, but there might be some of you out there that can actually sell and buy. I would watch a break of this line, and then we're probably going to create new lower levels, new lows. We will see if this support holds up. There's honestly very, very small volume. I mean, not everybody that even has VGX can do anything with it, and if they could, it would probably bring a lot of selling pressure, to be honest. But that's all I see for VGX on the chart. Not really a whole lot going on there. VGX, essentially, in my eyes and in everybody else's eyes, in FTX's eyes, who's going to be taking over Voyager's assets, VGX is a dead asset. There is no more Voyager Digital moving forward, sadly, and according to Sam Bankman-Fried, VGX will hold no more value, have no more utility. So it's definitely an unfortunate turn of events, and I honestly can't wait for this to be behind us. I hope we all get our money out in a timely fashion, and we can all move on. But that's it, guys. Just a quick VGX update, Voyager Digital update. Let me know what you guys are voting, if you feel comfortable with it, and why. And that's basically it. Thanks, as always, guys, for watching, and have a good day.